can see you like vegetables.
I'm veggie. Veggie, yeah?
No meat. Vegetarian only.
It's like all vegetables.
Veggies now! Veggies forever! Veggies now! Veggies forever!
Don't leave me! Veggie salad! Veggie salad!
Plants are a vital part of our ecosystem, providing us with oxygen, food, and beauty. Plants are like the unsung heroes of our lives, doing so much more than just looking pretty on our windowsills. First off, they're the ultimate chefs in the kitchen of life. Plants are like the OG farmers, providing us with fruits, veggies, grains, you name it. Whether it's a crunchy apple or a salad bursting with colors, we owe a big part of our diet to these green pale. Do you know what's a game changer for your health? Loading up on veggies and dialing down on the meat. It's like giving your body a high five.
A plant-based diet in general has more antioxidants, more beneficial nutrients. It's usually lower in saturated fat. So there are a number of different reasons why it's healthier.
Through a process called photosynthesis, they whip up some serious magic, turning sunlight into energy and giving us oxygen as a byproduct. So basically, they're the reason we can breathe.
Photosynthesis. It is not some kind of abstract scientific thing. You would be dead without plants and their magical, nay, scientific ability to convert sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water into glucose and pure, delicious oxygen.
Oh, and did I mention medicine? Yep, plants have been our healers for centuries. Many of the medicines we use today have their roots in plants. So next time you're down with a cold and popping herbal tea, thank the plants for having your back.
Nature's own amazing drug lab has been concocting chemical weapons to fight the battles for millions of years. And in more recent times, we've also realized that many of these compounds can be useful for our survival too.
However, what many people fail to realize is that plants have evolved to protect themselves from being eaten. Vegetables have developed a complex defense mechanism using various chemicals and toxins to deter animals from consuming them.
The intention of plants is very clear here. They don't want us to eat the leaves, the stems, the roots, or the seeds. They don't want us to crunch and chew up the seeds because that would subvert the plant's efforts to move those seeds to the next generation.
Plants are trying to kill you, and besides, Dr. Anthony Chaffee talked about it in a video.
It's trying to make people think about, obviously this community knows full well about the danger of carbohydrates, how this changes us metabolically and physically and biologically, can cause a lot of harm. But we need to remember as well that there are other chemicals and toxins that exist in the food that we eat that can also cause harm.
So are vegetables really the health heroes we've been led to believe? Well, they're not.
I was wrong about eating vegetables.
Vegetables are literally a scam.
It is not a scam.
It's a scam.
It's a scam.
It is a tremendous scam.
While plants do contain essential nutrients, they also come with a price. We're about to peel back the layers of what you thought you knew about veggies. So in this video, we're diving deep into the vegetable controversy, exploring the dark truths, overlooked dangers, and alternative perspectives that might just reshape your entire approach to nutrition. Stick around as we uncover the dark truth about vegetables and your health. Let's get started. Growing up, we're told that a plate full of colorful veggies is like a one-way ticket to good health. But what if I said there's a growing debate challenging this belief? That's what we're unraveling right now. So think about it. How many times have you been told that a plant-based diet is the holy grail of nutrition? We see influencers raving about green juices and superfood salads, claiming they're the secret to vitality, but is it that simple?
So many celebrities have joined this craze.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone, I heard, is now a big fan of the celery juice.
Yeah, he's juicing celery juice, absolutely. He's juicing celery, yeah.
If that works for him, I mean, come on, it's gonna work for everyone.
Plants and animals are engaged in an ongoing evolutionary arms race. As animals become adapted to specific plant toxins, plants continuously produce new and more potent chemicals to defend themselves. This process has resulted in most plants in the world being inedible to humans and animals alike. In fact, if you were lost in the wilderness and had to rely on random plants for sustenance, chances are that you would end up getting very sick. The abundance of defense chemicals in plants makes it crucial to have a deep understanding of what we consume. Plants and animals are engaged in an ongoing evolutionary arms race. As animals become adapted to specific plant toxins, plants continuously produce new and more potent chemicals to defend themselves. This process has resulted in most plants in the world being inedible to humans and animals alike. Imagine being lost in the wild, hungry, and eyeing random plants for a snack. Not the best idea. You'd probably end up with a not so fun case of sickness.
Yeah, tell me shouldn't.
I ate something weird.
What's the matter?
I don't know. Something I ate or something.
Must be something I ate.
Must have been something I ate. You're pretty sick, huh, son?
Well, it must have been something I ate.
So bottom line, it's like a jungle out there, and the plants are armed to the teeth. That's why knowing what's on your plate is crucial. You don't want to mess with the defense systems of Mother Nature's buffet without a game plan. It's like having a backstage pass to the plant and animal showdown, knowing what's safe to munch on and what's a hard pass. Hold on, folks, because vegetables have a sneaky side, and it goes by the name of sugar. Basically, glucose is like the VIP energy source for your body. It's the fast track to fuel town zooming into your bloodstream pronto. On the other hand, fructose takes a detour through the liver, and if it's not put to work, it can pull a shapeshift into fat.
Sugar is sugar, and you're gonna gain weight if you eat too much of it, wherever it comes from.
And here's the plot twist. The sugars in your innocent-looking fruits are cousins to the ones hanging out in junk food. Yep, chemically identical. It's like they're part of the same sugar family tree, and they could potentially cause the same health hiccups. So while veggies are the good guys, even they have a sugar story to tell. Regardless of the source, consuming excessive amounts of sugar can contribute to weight gain. Whether it's from fruits or processed foods, the body will store excess sugar as fat if it's not burned off through physical activity. Therefore, it's crucial to be mindful of our overall sugar intake and make informed choices about the foods we consume. Now that we understand the potential impact of sugar in fruits, let's explore how we can enjoy the health benefits of fruit without overloading our bodies with excessive sugar. First of all, you need to know that not all fruits are created equal in terms of their sugar content. When selecting fruits, it's important to consider their sugar levels. Fruits such as bananas, cherries, pomegranates, mangoes, grapes, and figs tend to have higher sugar content compared to watermelon, raspberries, kiwi fruit, and fresh cranberries. By opting for fruits with lower sugar content, we can still enjoy the nutritional benefits without consuming excessive amounts of sugar. Eating fruits in their whole form is generally more beneficial than consuming them in juice or smoothie form. When we eat whole fruits, the fiber present in them slows down the release of sugar into our system. This helps prevent sudden spikes in blood sugar levels and avoids overwhelming our bodies with a large amount of sugar at once. It's recommended to limit juice or smoothie consumption to no more than 1 glass per day. While fruits offer various vitamins and minerals, it's important to note that vegetables can provide the same nutrients with only a fraction of the sugar. By incorporating a variety of vegetables into our diet, we can ensure that we're receiving essential nutrients while minimizing our sugar intake. However, these solutions address only the issue of the sugar content in our food. Vegetables and fruits harbor other substances that are significantly more hazardous. While carbohydrates have long been acknowledged for their impact on our metabolism and overall health, there are other toxins and chemicals present in the food we eat that can also have a detrimental effect. Let's explore some of these hidden dangers. The most common are lectins.
Certain lectins can actually bind to your insulin receptors and bind them more tightly than insulin and cause a greater insulinogenic effect. It can also bind to leptin receptors and leptin. So this is leptin is obviously a satiety signal. So it'll release from your adipose tissue and your stretch receptors. When your stomach is full, it goes to your brain and says, hey, we're full, we're hungry, or we're not hungry, we don't need to eat, we have enough energy. So you block that off, which insulin will do as well. Then you're not able to see your satiety signals and you end up overeating, and you overeat, and you overeat, and this is why we overeat. So this is another reason why people on a ketogenic diet often reduce the amount that they will eat naturally.
Lectins are proteins found in many different plants. They have a variety of functions, including defense against pathogens and insects. However, some lectins can bind to carbohydrates on the surface of our cells, leading to negative effects on insulin and leptin receptors. This can disrupt our satiety signals, leading to overeating and weight gain. Lectins have also been implicated in conditions like Parkinson's disease. Cyanogenic glycosides are other toxic substances found in fruits and vegetables. Cyanogenic glycosides are present in certain plants such as cassava root and bitter almonds. These substances are released when the plants are damaged, and they can be highly toxic. Long-term exposure to even low levels of cyanide can cause, serious thyroid and neurological damage. It's important to be cautious when consuming foods like cassava and almonds, as they can potentially be lethal if not properly processed. And let's not forget hormone disruptors. Plants contain substances like phytoestrogens, which can have an estrogenic effect in our bodies. While some argue that meat also contains hormones, the levels of phytoestrogens in soy and other plants are much higher. These compounds can disrupt our hormonal balance, leading to a range of adverse health effects, it's crucial to consider the impact of phytoestrogens on our overall well-being.
Soy has been shown to reduce reproduction in sheep, lower sperm counts, and can derange your sex hormone ratios.
Nightshades such as tomatoes, potatoes, and eggplants have been known to be harmful for thousands of years. These plants contain toxins like solate, which can have detrimental effects on our health. It's important to properly prepare nightshades to reduce their toxicity and be aware of potential adverse reactions. Scientific studies have revealed the extent of plant toxins and their potential harm to our health. Research from Professor Bruce Ames at Berkeley in the 1980s showed that natural plants and vegetables contain thousands of times more naturally occurring pesticides than industrial pesticides. Many of these natural toxins have been found to be carcinogenic and can have long-term consequences on our immune, reproductive, and nervous systems. The prevalence of plant toxins in our food raises important questions about our dietary choices. While plants do contain essential nutrients, they also come with a price. The bioavailability of these nutrients can be limited due to various factors such as fiber, nutrient blockers, and digestive disruptors. It is essential to reevaluate our recommended daily allowances and consider the impact of plant toxins on our overall health. Now, let's dive into the juicy details. Which foods should you steer clear of and when? Let's talk about those super healthy cruciferous veggies, the cabbages and broccolis of the world. They're like a nutrient powerhouse loaded with all the good stuff and fiber. Good news, right? But hold up, there's a catch, especially if you're in a wrestling match with hypothyroidism. Cruciferous veggies can be a bit tricky for your thyroid game because they mess with the production of the thyroid hormone. And guess what? Iodine is like the superhero mineral your body needs to make those hormones. And cruciferous veggies can throw a wrench in the works, especially if you're low on iodine.
Another common thing that is talked about when it comes to people suffering with thyroid conditions is goitrogens, and specifically cruciferous vegetables in the food realm. So what are your thoughts on consuming these if your thyroid's already having troubles?
Yeah, so big context. Our food gives us macronutrients, or proteins, or fats, or carbs. It gives us the micronutrients, the vitamins, minerals. We often talk about phytonutrients. There's more awareness of that. People think about superfoods that have a lot of phytonutrients. The honest concept is that phytonutrients are phytotoxicants. They're things that plant makes to protect themselves. They're insecticides, they're herbicides, they're pesticides, they're naturally occurring pesticides. And by luck of evolutionary time together, when we consume those in the amounts we would typically find in foods and in the context of a normal diet, those poisons are just the right amount to make us better. One of the most common goitrogens.
Research spills the tea. If you're chowing down on too many cruciferous veggies, your thyroid might struggle to use whatever iodine you've got.
Let's talk about the foods that you definitely need to avoid if you have a thyroid problem, specifically a hypothyroid condition. And so the biggest thing that you need to be aware of are these things called goitrogens. Now, what is a goitrogen? It's things that cause a goiter. Okay, now what is a goiter? Basically, a goiter is an enlarged thyroid gland, and the thyroid gland is right at the bottom of your neck, about 2.5 inches wide. So when that thing starts swelling up, that's called a goiter. And there are foods that cause that. And those are the foods that you need to avoid, because what they do is they interfere with certain enzymes, and they stimulate certain enzymes, and they increase certain other hormones, like they increase the thyroid stimulating hormone, which comes down from the pituitary, and then it makes the thyroid actually get bigger.
So here's the tip. Cap it at 5 ounces a day. Oh, and there's a cooking hack. Turns out cooking them takes the edge off their thyroid shaky moves. Now, in case you're wondering which veggies are in the cruciferous lineup, it's your pals like cabbage, cauliflower, and broccoli. But wait, there's more to the guest list. Turnip, bok choy, kale, and Brussels sprouts are in the mix too. So it's like a friendly reminder to give your thyroid a breather from the cruciferous overload. And your thyroid isn't the only problem you'll have if you continue to consume this type of vegetable. Let's zoom in on the American dinner plate where veggies took center stage. This will unfold the intricate dance between this dietary shift and the weight loss industry, transforming veggies into the new superheroes. Kale, the green cape wearing crusader, even earned its stripes as the poster child for superfoods, but hold on, is it truly the health champion it's portrayed to be? Brace yourself for a detour in the less appetizing territory. The E. coli outbreak linked to romaine lettuce has escalated, prompting the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to broaden its warning to encompass all forms of romaine, including whole heads and hearts. The outbreak originating from the Yuma, Arizona growing area has affected 53 people in 16 states, with 8 new cases reported in Alaska. 31 individuals have been hospitalized and 5 have experienced kidney failure.
A health warning has been expanded tonight, and it has everyone looking a lot closer at their greens. Dozens of people have ended up in the hospital with possible cases of E. coli.
You hear about all these E. coli breakouts. It can be really scary.
Over 60 cases of possible E. coli has the CDC warning everyone not to eat any romaine lettuce unless you know it's not grown in Yuma, Arizona.
I'm more cautious about purchasing other products that are in that area and section. You know, obviously they might be contaminated.
This warning does keep expanding. It's getting bigger and bigger, and what the CDC is saying tonight is that you not eat any kind of romaine lettuce.
Okay, I'm going to be passing that word to my teachers because some of them had heard about it, but they thought it was only a certain type of lettuce. So all of those teachers that are sitting there with these really healthy lunches are going to probably have to modify it even more.
Symptoms include stomach cramps, vomiting, and bloody diarrhea. Notably, the CDC emphasizes that washing lettuce may not eliminate the risk, as the bacteria can penetrate the lettuce leaf. As no common grower, supplier, distributor, or brand from Yuma has been identified, vigilance and adherence to CDC recommendations are crucial to prevent further infection. Now onto a topic that might make you scrutinize your salad. We're shading inorganic fruits and veggies, claiming they absorb those undesirable pesticides. There's even a study spotlighting organic strawberries that might make you rethink that non-organic produce in your shopping cart. Here's the twist. Meat and organs might be the quiet heroes in the nutrient game. We're stirring the pot by questioning the presumed health perks of veggies. This is the age-old belief that vegetables are the tit of health, a misleading tale. No need to stress. There's a straightforward method to rid your fruits and veggies of pesticides. While we often rely on fruits and vegetables for their health perks, the rising use of pesticides and fungicides raises cleanliness concerns. Ensuring our produce is free from harmful substances is vital, even with organic choices not offering a foolproof solution. The big question, how do we clean our fruits and vegetables effectively to minimize exposure to these chemicals?
So many studies will tell you that washing just with water, yes, will remove lots of pesticides, but it will not remove all of them. They say that even drying it with a cloth can remove more. A study published in Food Control took vegetables and soaked it in 2 different ways. One with vinegar for 20 minutes, as well as salt and water for 20 minutes to remove DDT, as well as a multitude of different pesticides. Number reports wrote that submerging apples in baking soda for 2 minutes removed more pesticide than a 2-minute soak in the bleach solution or 2 minutes of rinsing in running tap water. But it actually took 12 to 15 minutes to remove all the pesticides soaking in that baking solution. Big question is, can I do this with all my fruits and vegetables? Apples and hard fiber works really well in this technique. But what about your berries? Berries are very fragile. I recommend just rinsing those berries and eat them right away, because if you don't eat them right away, they will rot and spoil much quicker.
So ensuring the cleanliness of our fruits and vegetables is essential for maintaining a healthy diet. While washing with water can help to eliminate some pesticides, it is advisable to adopt alternative cleaning methods, such as using a baking soda solution to achieve greater effectiveness. Different produce may require different cleaning techniques, but with the right approach, we can minimize our exposure to harmful substances and enjoy the full benefits of a nutritious diet. Dr. Ken Berry also shares his thoughts on eating fruit and vegetables. It's not just about pesticides, sugar, and the like. It's about something more disturbing. And trust me, it's not nice to hear.
Be prepared
to be surprising.
You'd be surprised.
Nor some vegetables might pose a challenge due to their high carbohydrate content, including sugars, starches, and fiber. This can be a concern for those following a low-carb diet. If you've hit a roadblock in your weight loss journey or are grappling with unexplained inflammation, it might be time to rethink your relationship with plants.
I was wrong about eating vegetables.
Despite being nutrient-packed, vegetables present a hitch. Not all of their goodness is easily absorbed by our bodies. Take spinach, for instance. The iron it flaunts is absorbed by most humans at a measly 1%. Why? Well, plants come with their entourage of anti-nutrients like phytates, lectins, oxalates, tannins, protease inhibitors, and phytoestrogens, making it a bit of a challenge for our systems to patch up those vital vitamins and minerals. Now, inflammation can be a sneaky side effect for some plant eaters. While some breeze through their veggie feast without a hitch, others might experience gut inflammation, unleashing a carnival of symptoms like constipation, diarrhea, bloating, and gas. It's not just a tummy trouble. Inflammation can spread its wings to skin conditions, joint issues, and even mess with your mental health. Many folks have waved goodbye to these woes by bidding farewell to plants in their diet. If you're nodding along, considering the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs challenge might be the game changer. Picture this: 90 days of feasting on fatty ruminant meats like beef, sheep, goat, camel, reindeer, or water buffalo. And hey, throw in some egg, butter, and bacon to amp up that fat to protein ratio. It's a delicious journey, keeping your appetite in check while sidestepping the pitfalls that can come with too much plant love. Now, how can you improve your quality of life and longevity while eating fruit and vegetables without fear of pesticides, carbohydrates, and other toxins? That's what we're going to find out. Improving your quality of life and promoting longevity while enjoying fruits and vegetables without concerns about pesticides, carbohydrates, and other toxins is absolutely doable with a few mindful strategies. Here's a holistic approach to help you savor the benefits of a plant-based diet. Opt for organic fruits and vegetables whenever possible. Organic produce is grown without synthetic pesticides and fertilizers, reducing the risk of harmful chemical residue. This choice supports both your health and the environment. Wash your fruits and vegetables under running water to remove surface residues of pesticides and contaminants. You can also use a mixture of vinegar and water or a produce wash to enhance cleanliness. Embrace a diverse array of fruits and vegetables to ensure a broad spectrum of nutrients. This not only enriches your diet, but also minimizes the risk of overexposure to specific pesticides or toxins associated with certain crops. Maintain a balanced diet by including a mix of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. This diversity ensures you get a wide range of nutrients while minimizing the impact of excessive carbohydrates. Visit local farmers markets where you can interact with growers and learn about their farming practices. Many small-scale farmers follow sustainable and eco-friendly approaches, providing you with fresh, high-quality produce. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. This not only reduces your exposure to hidden additives and toxins, but also promotes a more nutrient-dense diet. Processed foods often contain added sugars, preservatives, and artificial substances. Also, subscribe to this channel to receive the best advice on nutrition. By incorporating these practices into your lifestyle, you can enjoy the nutritional benefits of fruits and vegetables while minimizing potential risks associated with pesticides, carbohydrates, and other toxins. As we wrap up today's video, I want to extend a special invitation to you. If you found these tips valuable, share the love. Hit that share button. Send this video to a friend who you think would find it interesting. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Until next time, share the wellness and take care.